Okay, so I get emails every day. They're supposed to come every day. Just pieces of the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. And since we're coming close to Pesach, we're within the 30 days before Pesach. It's worthwhile, I think, to share these halachas that we're learning. So the email I received today, it has about baking matzahs and searching for chametz. So we're in Siman Kuf Yud, Sif Yud Gimel. So that's basically chapter 110 in the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, in the abbreviated form of the Shulchan Aruch, not to be confused with the Shulchan Aruch. It's not as halachically binding as the real Shulchan Aruch in certain ways. And often Shlomo Gansfried, who wrote the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, was much more recent, about 120 years ago. He'll bring a lot of stringencies and various things, local customs, and as well as Musar, although there's also Musar in the actual regular Shulchan Aruch also. So it says, Tzrichin, Zar Shaloi, Hoitzim in a Tanner, Kolzman, Shlenefa, Ksas. So he says, with the matzahs, you have to be careful not to take them out any time that they're not fully baked. When you remove it, there shouldn't be any piece of dough that's still doughy that, move it out of the oven and stick to the oven. Because before that it's considered dough. And that dough could still become chametz when it's outside of the oven and it's close to the oven. So that's why you have to be careful to make sure that it's fully baked. It doesn't necessarily have to be hard the way that we make them. The only reason to make them like hard crackers, the way we make them, is so they'll last longer, they'll sit on the shelf longer, but really they could still be somewhat soft or spongy or so, as long as they're fully cooked and they're flat and they didn't become chametz. But the minhag of the Ashkenazim generally is to burn the matzahs, really, essentially, and make them to crackers, but mostly, like we said, just so they can last longer on the shelf. It makes them more shelf stable. Gam hamarda shitziu olav gam kain asura od l'matzos. The tool that's used to remove it, you can't use it for other matzos. If when you took it out it wasn't fully baked. Later. And if there's no way for you to know if there's still some doughiness underneath, out of doubt, it's best to be strict, and that's essentially why we have this by the Ashkenazim, the stringency to make hard crackers for matzahs instead of what really should be, in ancient times for sure, it was like the Sephardic matzos. Even the many Sephardim, most Sephardim also eat the hard matzos. But they should really, the authentic matzos, the ancient matzos that were used in the temple times, were more like a wrap. They were, just a soft wrap. But if you can see that it's already browned over, then you already know that it's been fully baked. Number 14. It's worthy for every pious Jew who fears heaven that he himself that he should oversee the preparation, the baking of the matzahs, make sure that they're made properly. That's how in the old days, the very great Jewish leaders would accustom themselves, and that's also done in our times. Today it's mostly something done in the Hasidic communities. I myself have not really been strict on this as I should be. It's been years and years since I've actually been inside of a matzah bakery. I just usually buy matzahs, shmur matzahs, from handmade matzahs, but I buy them, usually at the store or whatever. And it's probably better I should go and bake them myself, but that's what it is. Matzah shem latzeis behen yidei choyves achilas matzah b'shnei leilas rishonim nikrois matzos mitzvah. The matzos that the first 2 nights by the Seder that we eat to fulfill the mitzvah are called matzos mitzvah. So you have to make them for the sake of the mitzvah. Ali the Yisrael Gadol ben Das, Shu ben Shalish Esri Shanav Yom Echad, V'isha Bashtei Mesri Shanav Yom Echad, and so it has to be an adult Jew making them. It has to be, who's intelligent enough to make sure that it doesn't become chametz. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman making them. But you have to be, the man has to be older than 13 in one day, and the woman has to be older than 12 in one day. B'chol asiyus, yomer ha'oiseh l'shem matzos mitzvah fil b'shivas hamayim. And with all of the actions that you're doing when you're making the matzah, you have to say the words l'shem matzos mitzvah. And that's I remember seeing that at the matzah bakery years ago. I can't read the small print here, so I'm just going to skip it. Siman Kufyud Aleph. So now we're on chapter 111, Hilchos Bedikas Bittul Chametz, the laws of searching for chametz and nullifying chametz. Boyud Zayin Sifim. There's 17 portions in this. We have 6 of them here in our email we received today from Yeshiva Teres Shimon, which actually is my Rav's nephew's Yeshiva there, Rabbi Groner. So, Sif Aleph, start with number 1. B'layla shlifnei erev Pesach ben Knesach Chametz. V'chayaven livdek miyad b'tchilas halayla v'asu l'has chilechol l'lasis shum lacha. So the night before the eve of Passover, meaning like this Orel Arba Asar is how we describe it, the night that goes into the 14th of Nisan. So this year Pesach is starting Friday night, so we're talking about Thursday night is the night before that. So you have to check for chametz, you have to search for chametz, and you have to check right away as soon as it's night. And you cannot start to eat or do any work a half hour before the night. Now, if you started already, you can continue and finish, but you can't start before anything like that, because you might wind up neglecting this mitzvah. Beis, Sif Beis, number 2. In Baiken Elabener Shel Shaiva Yechidi, V'lei Klua Mishum Dehave Kavuka, Shasata Achak Shein Leiner Shaiva, Yivdek Lener Shel Chaylev. So, Kitzur Shulchan Aruch says we only search with a single wick that's a candle of beeswax. Usually they have those yellow candles, and you shouldn't have a braided candle like we use for Abdullah, because that's not considered a candle, but rather it's considered a torch. It's much larger. It has several wicks. It's going to make a much larger flame. We want a small flame. However, in a time when it's impossible when you don't have anything else available, you can use a tallow candle. The white candles that we use. Again, as long as it's only one wick. Now, just to discuss a little bit about this issue. In our days, it's probably better to use a flashlight than to use a candle, because it's not. There's no. It's much safer to use a flashlight, and you're going to accomplish more with a flashlight, because it's not a game. Looking for chametz. It's a mitzvah to actually look for chametz. Some people will suggest, and it's probably true, that the fact that we've been looking for chametz